Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Red Raiders offense will... First possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll ride the hot hand. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They want to run this quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air on second down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. He wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
They want to throw it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man quickly. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to fire on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Chance to go for it on fourth down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able.
That's a groove. Fourth and 1 or shorter, something crazy.
Enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
You can't go for it, bro. We're doing that. We got people saying that we don't keep on go for it, so it's
and the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying play action. Works the middle of the field. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot.
Touchdown, TCU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between those two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Gonna swing it on second down. Sets up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Going for the marker on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays. You know you're going to go for it on fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a space. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Red Raiders started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Max looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled the 2-minute timeout. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're dealing with a second and long. The RPO fired complete to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Horned Frogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Gonna look downfield again. Finds his tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release on the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's stepping into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him. And doesn't that opposing team know it? That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Off the play fake. Grant behind the line. It's Luna. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long.
The
inside handoff. Oh, better look out. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got some room, it was over. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looking to throw on first down. And this throw is incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Horners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to power it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Wide receiver going in motion. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, the what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense.
And then the firepower.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Bust through behind his pad. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
He wants it all. Touchdown, TCU. Fit it in the window for the score.
After starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
A costly penalty for this defense gives him a 1st and 10.
A little shaky right.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Cube.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Red Raiders will punt this one away.
I could keep the field goal. Perfect.
Kick is in the air. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here.
Coach, you ain't giving me no
TCU
good
will
play.
send its offense back onto the field.
Coach, you ain't giving me no good play.
Give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play
This
for
is
the first down.
100%.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Wants to throw it. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Man,
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll run play action. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He got loose and it was lights out after that. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really easy. I bet
He blocked this shit. That nigga got all the way in there.
Kickoff
If
unit
you
on
turn
the
the
field, and this
word,
defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the stakes. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. There he goes. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Handoff to the lone back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How about this goal line defense? On 1st down, they expect a run. They stuff it for a loss. And on 2nd down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Using his feet. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. It's a running room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Give to the back.
Oh, wow.
Takes it in for the score.
Oh, wow.
Touchdown,
Oh, wow.
TCU.
Oh, wow. I
It
can't
doesn't
say
matter what they've
shit.
called guys
Hey,
offensively.
we got to put this one for the like, Zam. Like, wow. Didn't he get up out of there?
Kickoff unit
I
back
don't know
to work,
how.
and they
Didn't
have
he get
been
up
busy
out
as
of
they built
there?
this
Hey, they
sizable
took the
lead.
hell out of this.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
What's he talking about here?
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And the Red Raiders come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not.
Thank you. We'll get our 5 wins. We'll get our 5 wins.